My name is Christie Majors. I've been a real estate agent for 16 years. I've been a broker for 5 of those. I was with Keller Williams, so I used their CRM. However, that CRM is owned by Keller Williams. So when I left there, my clients would have been left with Keller Williams. So my husband worked for Fidelity National Title. CINC came out as one of their affiliates, and so he's like, try this CRM and nobody can get a hold of your clients except for you. So that's when I went to an external CRM. I have a team in Fresno, California, which is where I was born and raised, and 4 years ago I moved to Utah, Draper, Utah, and I don't have a team here, but I do use showing assistants here because I didn't know what kind of business I would be doing in Utah. Actually, when I came to Real in 21, I got Lofty for my Utah clients, paid $40 a month, but I continued my Commissions Inc. for all my California clients. But you get what you pay for. So I've had a pretty tough three of the 4 years I've been here was extremely tough capturing clients and staying in touch with them with Lofty, that I'm sure it's more of just for a single agent doing a couple deals a year. It's not built for someone like me, and so I wasn't capturing any of my clients and doing any more business because I couldn't talk to them. So I went and got a second site with Commissions Inc., and so now I'm running Commissions Inc. in both states. And my connection with the Utah buyers and sellers is just a 180 from where it was with Lofty. The biggest difference, I would say, is that I have taken let's just talk about Fresno MLS. And I was able to work with the CINC back office and get all of the options that are in our listing into Commissions Inc. Now, they had to build it, but now it's matched my Fresno MLS. And so my clients aren't missing a home because of the criteria. And so my biggest thing about CINC is that the back office was even willing to make some changes to my CINC profile. The other second hugest thing is that a lot of CRMs and even Zillow or anywhere else always has pending houses on their site. Now, to the normal buyer, they may actually not know what pending means. That's a real estate word. That's not the general public kind of word. They may think it means sold, which means they can't even go to see it and do a backup offer. They may think it's still active. On Commissions Inc., I was able to have the back office put only active on my search criteria. So at no time, if it is pending, it immediately comes out of the client's favorites or their search criteria completely. They can't see it on my site. Now, how I talk to my buyers, I say, so here's your search criteria, and houses will come on and off the market. And they're going to do that on my site because if they've already taken an offer, I don't want you to favorite it and try to see it on a Saturday when it's already under contract. So that's been a huge change between myself and other people that have CRMs because they're not able to do that. I teach CINC at a very high level to my buyer's agents. So when I onboard a team member, they only get to play in the pond of Commissions Inc. That's the only place they get to play in. They don't get Zillow leads, Realtor.com leads. They only get to go into our pond, and not even any new leads can go to them, because until they can get someone on the phone, change the criteria, send out the link, send out the Edit app, make notes, log in all the calls, they cannot get a new lead. So everything else is just gravy. If you log in your calls and you have your notes and everything else is gravy, but if you don't even know how to do a reminder, you're not getting a new client. So my buyer's agents were getting annoyed in 2021 when everybody came back to buy. they were just getting annoyed at the number of leads. And my rule is you have to call within 2 minutes. So I don't have a speedily of who picks up the phone first. It is you. This is your CINC day, so you have 2 minutes to call back. At 2.01 minutes, because I'm in production, I'm making that call. And I watch the clock, because I get the text messages too, and I watch the clock and watch the clock. And this one day, I was a little being sassy, and I picked up the phone at 2:01. That afternoon, I showed a house, $610,000 cash deal closed in 2 weeks, 3% commission to the buyer's agent. The other one is the one we just closed 2 months ago in July. She came on as a CINC lead. She signed in 4 years and 3 months ago. She's been through 2 or 3 of my buyer's agents, and she finally came back, but she tried to call back every single one and they didn't answer. Well, my office number is on there and the office number goes to me. So I picked it up, got her into contract, and we just closed a $700,000 house. I think the number one advice is time blocking, because if the agents that either if you pay for a lead or you just get a lead, even a friend or a family member, if you don't have a CRM to put them into, therefore you get it out of your brain into a software, you're going to forget. But if you pay for a software, or you even pay for leads, and you do not use the reminders to be your calendar to actually call them back, or wish them happy birthday, or wish their daughter happy graduation. If you don't use those reminders, it doesn't matter what kind of real estate you're going to do. It doesn't even matter where your clients are coming from. That's why I'll never leave CINC, because at this point I have almost 20,000 people from my life of 12 years in there, and I've got reminders on everybody. And so that's what keeps you prevalent in a real estate market. And whether it's a down market or a good market, it doesn't really matter if you're not doing any follow-up. It's been up and down since I started in 08, which was a very down market. 2020 was a down market. Now in 2025 is a down market. So CINC is a very robust software. The back of it is that it connects you to your client at any given time. And in the old KW training, we were told to connect with our clients 33 times, called 33 touch. And so to be able to get campaigns for every single holiday, every single event that we do, any client appreciations we do, first day of school, graduation season, happy spring, happy fall, happy winter, all those things, that it's going all automatically. So even in a down market, they're seeing our name come across. Where it goes for the buyer's agents is that they may have not set a good reminder. They may not have even done the reminder, quite frankly. But Monday was a happy Labor Day campaign. So the buyer's agent's name and picture is on that email, not mine. So that client sees their name and face even when the agent wasn't working. So it's just the fact that it connects us to the clients, and that's why we have about 60% repeat business. Those are more nurturer type of leads, and Zillow and Realtor.com are a show now kind of lead. And because they act like that, I need both to feed the team. My website is majorsre.com. So majorsre.com, and that is the skin I put on top of my Commissions Inc. website. And so you can get us there and look for any homes in California, and then you can call our office at 559-464-5606. or just look us up on Facebook, Majors Realty Group, or Instagram, Majors Realty Group, Christie Majors. Find us. We'll help you find a house.